Hey, good morning, Rob. How y'all doing today, guys? Everybody good? Okay, we're starting to finish up this video. This one, guys, association. Have you ever seen the word association anywhere here? You basically want to kind of refer to a line. Anytime you see these kind of, I guess, dots all over, they call scatterplots, you want to put a positive line, a negative line, or a line that can be kind of seen that would go along with Mr. Slope. A positive, negative, undefined, or a zero. If you can't draw a line to represent all these dots, so you can't see a line, fitting in the dots really good, then that one becomes J. No apparent association. So make sure you know that. Positive association, negative association, undefined association, zero or a constant, and this one is a no association. Okay, any question on that one? So on this one here, we want to use the calculator to put them in order. If you want to look at this one, the way you put this in the calculator, you have to put the equal sign, you have to go to list and spreadsheets, and you have to put a plus sign here and a plus sign there, and then just go to the list and spreadsheets 1/6. So let's go and work it now at 12.5. So turn the calculator, go to list and spreadsheets. Whoa. Then we go to equals 12 plus, and we'll put a fraction of a half. Enter. Make sure you know you have the equal sign there. The next number is 12.09. So we'll go back to the calculator and type in equals, don't forget that, 12.09. Enter. Equals, the next one is another fraction of 12 and 2/5. Y'all see it? 12 and 2/5. How do I input that one? 12 plus. Awesome. Fraction. What was the fraction? 2/5? Thank you, Maggie. Last one equals. You always leave it. You always have to leave it there just to make sure that the calculator reads it, sees it as a 12 and a 2/5, not 12 times 2/5. No, leave it. It goes away actually when you press enter. 12.8. Then enter. What do I do next, Jay? Help me out. All the way to the top. Highlight it all. Menu. 1/6. And I think it was least to greatest, so would it be ascending or descending? It's descending? Okay, fastest to slowest. So what does that mean? Okay, let's look at this. The question is, I got to read that again. Let's go fastest to slowest. Okay, if you run 100, is your time bigger, number bigger, or is your number smaller? Yeah, so it's a smaller number. Small. And then this will be I guess, the one that takes longer, going to have a bigger number. So this is going to be from small. I always go from small to big. So you see how the arrow's going up? Ascending. If you're faster, doesn't it take you less time to run, so your numbers are smaller? Make sense? Yeah. So now, and that's it. Wait, just go read the question. So we're going to go ascending, and we're going to go up. Wait, I think I did it already, right? 12.09, and then this one here would be 12 and 2/5. So 12.09 and then 12 and 2/5. 12.09, Ellen goes first, and then 12, Ellen and Steve. So C is the answer. Checks out. Okay, next one over here. How do we do this one, guys and girls? What's this question asking? This one will come out. It's basically saying, if you have a line, and if I calculate the slope, or if I calculate the slope here, or if I calculate the slope here, what should you always have? The same slope. So basically look for the one that says the same slope. Less than, out, equal, I like that one, that's my answer. Greater than, out, you cannot be determined, no. Final answer, G. It's always going to be equal. Because it's the same line, so you always have the same slope, if that makes sense, okay? This one does come out, it's just words. So make sure you know that. I don't know why they do that. They always ask the same question over and over. Let's go with this one. It's going to go with a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now, what's a squared? Y'all remember back in 3rd grade, what does a square mean? 4 sides are equal, right? And that's when we kind of go with that one in area is what we're talking about here. So the squares Now, an a squared, which is my a squared here? Looking at all these things, we have n. That'd be like n. This is actually a square already, so that's going to be not a squared, but n. Plus L equals, and that's what we look for. The sum of the areas, sum means to add up, so these are all adding them up, of n and L equal k. Oh, I like that one. Easy. Thank God there was not too much reading in that one. This says that these are greater, that these two, n and k equal that one, so now that one's out, and less than out. Perfect. Keep it up. Holy one, simoles. What's going on with this one? Talking about slope, automatically you can tell. They give you these numbers 30 fluid ounces and 18 fluid ounces. They're going to go orange and pineapple. Slope, guys. What's your slope equal to? Do y'all know what your slope is equal to? Okay, it's rise to run. And run and rise. What does rise go up on the y-axis or x-axis? The rise. The y. So it's going to be y, change in y, over change in x. So my y-axis, what's this one? Orange juice? You see the orange juice, orange juice? So we're going to go with orange juice is how much? 30. So let's look at this one there. So 30 over an 18. On your calculators, can y'all simplify that real quick? What is that one? Divided by 6? 5 over 3? So then let's look for that coordinate, 5 over 3. Let's look for that coordinate of 5 up and 3 over. 5 up, 3 over. Is that 5 up and 3 over? That's out. 5 up and 3 over, out. 5 up, 3 over. Oh, that one looks okay-ish, right? 5 up, 3. No, 3 is about below the 4. So, yes, there's my answer. Sneaky one right there. Real sneaky one. Which is put in the calculator. If you put in 30 over 18, when you simplify it, it's going to be 5 over 3. Using, back in the day, simplifying fractions, I looked at this and they're both divisible by 6. But if you put in the calculator, it'll just give you that right away. Let's try next. So what should you automatically be thinking right here, guys? Seriously. A straight line through it. Now, I'm going to tell you this much. Sometimes your line goes through the origin. Sometimes it doesn't. Just make it go through the dots. You want to make the dots and the line go together. I don't care if it goes to the origin or not. I really don't. Then you just come out here and read the words. 4 chapters. Where's 4 chapters? Here's 4 chapters. So I go up. Around here. Around here. Because the dots will happen around it. I'm going to come around here. I'm really liking 120. And there's my answer. You okay with that one? It's not too bad. That one will come out on your test. Okay, ready? Let's go on this one. Keyword here. Can anybody see the keyword? Once I started, look at this one. Dilate. What does it mean to do? Ooh, what does it mean to do? Bigger or smaller, but by multiplication. So to multiply. So multiply by 3/4. Oh, whoa, this one looks like this, and that one's wrong. Okay, so that one's I want to say my answer. Now the question is this one, why does it have this several times? When it says perimeter, guys, y'all have perimeter. Y'all know when you measure around something, it's just feet. What about area? How do you get area? This is just perimeter. How do you get area? What did I tell you about area, guys? Anybody? I tell you, anybody? Anything about area? Square area. So it'd be feet squared. And what about volume? Volume is what? Feet cubed. So if it's perimeter, it's this one right here. So since this is perimeter, guys, you want this one that is just like that, feet, or you can kind of say inches, it's basically units. If it goes with per area, you want the one that's squared, so you would want this one right here. If it goes with volume, what I mean, volume or perimeter area, say it was area, it'd be this one. If it was volume, then you'd have this one with a third on it. Okay, that would be your answer. You're welcome, Nia. So on this one here, we have, look at the keywords. The keywords are what? Money, interest, simple interest. Okay, we got a lot. Simple interest is what you're looking for right here. So, come on, you recording, yes. Home pin. Okay, so basically you want to come out here, find the things. It says simple interest, so the formula I would use is I equals PRT. It's going to be, what's that? Anybody know what that is? IPRT. Anybody know what that number is right there? What does it mean? That's your principal. Thank you so much. What is this one right here? Your rate. And then we have this. We have the principal. We have the rate. Now we're missing the, it's not time, it's term. Okay, and remember, it has to be in years, so we're going to go T. So we're going to go I equals, and we're going to put the numbers there, 1,250 times 4.25%, term 4. So let's practice it on the calculator, okay? Let's practice on the calculator because some people forget where that percent sign is. So I'll turn it on. Please help me remember the numbers. So I'm going to turn it on. I'm just going to go to the calculator. What is it? 1250, right? And then parentheses, 4.25%. Where's my percent sign? You remember where the percent sign is? Next to the G.
Oh, you have to put
Yeah, makes your life a lot easier. So you come over here by the G, put the percent sign. Justin, do you see where it's at? Okay, then we come out here. What was the number on the outside? 4, and enter. Now, this is going to calculate, what did this calculate, guys? Remember, it was I equals PRT. What does the I stand for? Interest. And what I told y'all when we review the stuff, what does interest stand for me? It's actually not the total, it's the extra stuff. Okay, it's the extra stuff that came about, all right? So now, remember, 212.50 cents. So we're going to come back to that question over here. The question says, what was the balance? So I is equal to 212.5. Balance means what was that other word you said, Antelia? That's your total. Everything all together. So remember, is this my answer? Why isn't that my answer? Yeah, because that is just the extra stuff that came about. What did he originally put in there? 1,250. So you got to think about the question. Did I find the balance? Actually, no, I found the extra stuff. So then you come out here and add on the 212.5. So it's really easy math. And all you got to do is just make sure you read the question, and then you're good. Yeah, because this one, again, remember, this is the actual extra interest stuff that accumulated over those 4 years. But you still have that original 1,250. So add them together. Now it gives you your balance. Balance is the key word here, guys. All right? So on this one right here, guys, what do I see here automatically? What does this one look like? Dilation. Thank you so much. How do you know it's dilation? It's multiplication. So here's x and here's ax. When you have an a by the x, it means you're multiplying the a and the x. This is a multiplication. So you got to identify that. I identify it as getting dilated by a, and it's going to get bigger, or it's going to get smaller. The polygon is graphed in the coordinate grid xy representing the location of a certain point on the polygon. The polygon is transformed by using this rule, which means dilation. Now, there's two things. It gets bigger, right? Or it gets smaller. When does it get bigger, and when does it get smaller? When this one happens, it gets bigger if it's greater than 1. Greater than 1. This one happens if it's less than 1, okay? But not really less than 1. It's between 0 and 1. Okay, it's like between that. So if A is greater than 1, the image is congruent. What does that mean to be congruent? The same. If it's greater than 1, what does that mean? If it's greater than 1, what do we say? It gets bigger, so that one's out. If it's between 0 and 1, the image of the polygon is congruent. What does that mean? Congruent means the same size. I just said if it's between 0 and 1, what does it do? It gets smaller, so that one's out. But if it's greater than 1, it gets bigger, right? This one says greater, then it gets smaller. That one's out. Man, this is a bunch of reading. I'm going crazy here. This one says if A is between 0 and 1, the image is going to get smaller. I agree. J is my answer. Question on that one, pretty easy. It's too easy, right? Okay, let's start. Each notebook has a cost of X dollars. Which situation can be represented by this inequality? So let's look at this real quick. What do we know about this side over here? It's greater. So what you want to see is a situation where this one is greater than this other side over here. So the cost of 5 notebooks is greater. Is that right or no? No, that one's already wrong. The cost of 5 notebooks, you see how it's 5 over here? The cost of 5 notebooks is less than the cost of 3 notebooks with a $2 off coupon. What's wrong with this $2 off? What does that mean? It means to subtract. So that's what's wrong with this one. 5 notebooks is less, I like that, than 3 notebooks plus a $2 pen. What do you think? That one looks good? I think that was goodish. Let's see this one. This is $5 is, no. Is that right or wrong? Let's see. So this one right here, the keywords are going to be 2 keywords I need to see, cylinder and surface area. So I'll just do a surface area. I'm going to draw a cylinder real quick, big enough so I can label it. Whoa. Diameter. Can you remember what the diameter is? What? No. Okay, good. So, yeah, the radius is half of that one. So we're going to go on here. The diameter is the distance all the way across. All right? And that one's going to say it's 6. So from here to here, it's 6. But we don't ever really use 6. We don't. So we're going to come out here and put it as 3. That's my radius, and I really want my radius. Thank you so much for that one, Jay. Height of the can from here to here now is 10. So now we're going to come out here on the formula. Total surface area is going to be your reference material is going to be 2 pi RH plus 2 pi radius squared. And it's total, so yes, we use the whole thing. So actually, yeah. I'll tell you why you can use 3.14, because look at the numbers. You see how they're kind of far apart? Yeah, so you can use 3.14, make your life a little easier. 2, and then we'll go pi, which is 3.14, times my radius of 3, my height of 10, plus 2, and then 3.14. Radius is 3 squared. We enter this one. What does it give us? 244.92. So that one there is what? The total surface area. And why don't we have the exact answer? I wonder. Yeah, because this thing you can estimate on this one. You can use pi, and you probably use 3.14 or something like that, and you're cool. So it's going to be G life. Yeah. Okay, honestly, what should y'all automatically be thinking here? Anybody know what to think here? At all. Anybody know what to think here? Let's look at this one. So the diagonal lengths of 3 rectangles are shown. So the diagonal is this length here. Okay, the corner to corner. Oh yeah, this is actually a joke because it says, hey, put them in order from shortest to longest. That's it. So we're going to come out here, list and spreadsheets again. Let's try this one again. 6.7. And then 34.5. 6.7, 34.5. So I'm going to turn the calculator, go to list and spreadsheets. 4/5, yeah. 6.7, enter. And then control fraction, 34/5, right? Square root of 36.5. Is it 36.5? Okay, actions, I'm going to go from shortest to longest. So the shortest will be the smallest number, then the longest will be the longer number. So we're going to go ascending again. And there it is, 6.04, which is the square root of 36.5, and then 6.7. Okay, so let's come back. So rectangle T first, and then rectangle P, and the answer is B. Oh, these are pretty easy. Holy moly, what's going on here? what should you automatically be thinking seriously once you see a line like this? Really slope, and I would say 2 points. And then list in spreadsheets, menu 413. I'll tell you that much. That's what I would do first. Okay, my brain, boom, automatically. But let's think about this one real quick. Y equals mx plus b is my always what I go to. Okay, let's look at this one real quick. Which one goes first, your m or your b? Your b. Where is that? My starting point, right? So what is this number? Where am I starting at? Where am I starting at right here? Yeah, I'm starting at b of 240. So I'm looking for the one that has 240. This is your b. This is your b. So these are out automatically. Does that make sense? Yes, no, maybe so. Now, next thing is, it's going down, so I'm looking for a negative slope. So shucks, both of these are correct. So yeah, anymore, I got to go back to this one. This one's spreadsheets, menu 413. I just have to do that. Which coordinates would I use? I would use 0 and 240. 300 and 210. Okay, so let's do that one. So calculator's out, ready? So again, I'll add a new sheet, listen spreadsheets. 0. 240. And then was it 200 or 300? 300 and 210. Next move here, Thelma, where should I go now? What should I do now? Now that I have the 2 points there. Good, I'll go to the left. Perfect. And then do what now? Menu. 413. 413. We'll come out here, put the B, control this left side right here for that bracket, enter, enter, and that is, ooh, negative 0.10. You see that? Negative 0.1. What does that mean as far as my answers? 1/10. And J is my answer. Okay? Going once, going twice. That was not too bad. It's pretty easy. Okay, this next one here is scientific notation. Y'all remember what's going on with these numbers here? Yes. Okay, how about this? Are all of these possible answers? First thing I look at, are they possible answers? This first number here, guess what happens with the first number? It has to be between 1 and 10. Are they all possible answers? Yes. Are these all times 10? So yeah, they're all possible answers. Now, if this number is small, what do you know about your exponent? It's negative. So this is going to be a negative exponent on top. So these positive ones are out. Now, it's going to be this one or this one. So we're going to come out here, and the way this one goes, I'll just write it bigger. 2, 3 zeros, and 1, 4, 2, 9. Decimals here. You want to see how far it is from here to the first non-zero number, or where they put the decimal. How far apart is it? 1, 2, 3. So with a negative 3 is your answer. Sir, I just forgot how to do that on the STAR test. Guess what you can do with this number here? Type it on your calculator. If it gives you that one, then you're done. You got it there too. So the only way you can get this one wrong is you just are lazy, don't want to put it in the calculator, or just want to get it wrong. Let's go read this one. So Helen had $300 in her $330 in her savings account when Vince opened a savings account with a zero amount of dollars. So those are your B's, if that makes sense. That one starting off with $330 plus $330. This one starting off with 0. Make sense? Okay, Helen deposited $300 into her account each time. So what's hers, guys? What's this one right here? Just in case you don't get it, it's going to be $300 that she starts off with, plus the 30x, because she's depositing $30 into her account. What's this guy starting off with? 0, but what is he adding every week? 50x. Yes, this is Jay, right? Which inequality describes a situation when the amount of money in Helen's account was greater than the amount of Vince's? So this is Helen's. They basically want it like this. You want this, 300 plus 30x greater then the 50x. That's all they're asking. Look for any combination of that. Is it this one here? Well, I'll tell you this much. These 30 and 300 go together, so this is out. I say this one looks good. Is it eating? It's saying this one's greater. I think that's out. These don't go together. It has to be this one. Please, God, be this one. Well, why does mine come like this and theirs look like that? It's the same thing. They just switched it around. J is the answer. Good job, Nia. Nia, super fast reader. Just FYI for the record, Nia, all-star, all-time great AR reader. Keep it up, Nia. Sorry. Okay, so Johnson's back with the restroom. Let's go ahead and get started. The highest cylinder is 5 centimeters. The circumference of the base of the cylinder is 16.16 pi centimeters. Which measurement is close to the volume of the cylinder? Ooh, this is a good question. Volume, guys. If you look at your reference material, is it going to be BH? But volume in this situation is what? Which is area of a circle. So I have a cylinder like this. We have the area of the circle times your height. How do you get the area of a circle? Pi radius squared times h. What is the closest measurement to the volume? What did they give us? Anybody give us anything anywhere here? Did they give us anything anywhere here? They gave us numbers. What numbers did they give us? 5 is the what? 5 is the height, which is perfect, so we can replace that 5 here. Volume is equal to pi. We're missing the radius. What's my radius? No, what they say? Circumference is what? 16 pi. So it's saying circumference is 16 pi. Now, guys and girls, do y'all know what the circumference formula is? Circumference is equal to, ready? 2 pi r. Circumference is equal to pi times your diameter. We'll go with that diameter. Okay, let's go like this. And we'll go with this one. Which, do y'all see any of these? What could you get to get your radius? What do you know as far as your radius? And so what is this right here? What's 16 pi? That's this one, isn't it? Y'all see it? So it's saying your diameter is equal to what? 16. What's your radius equal to? 8. So this is a good question. Was that even hard what we just did there? No. No. And they were expecting you to do that on your own. So then we go here, volume is equal to pi times 8 squared times 5. So then we're going to go out here, volume is equal to 64 times 5. Somebody help me out on that one. So there it is. Multiply it out. We get 1,000 what? 4.28? Oh, 0.8. Okay, it's not too bad. Pretty close. And we'll go with that one. If it goes to the 0, right? Proportional. Guys, and they actually give it to you right there. They give you so many zeros. You see it proportional? They're saying, hey, look at all the zeros or the O's in here. Think of the origin. The origin. Think of the origin. So which one goes to the origin? Does not go to the origin. Does not go to the origin. Does not go to the origin. This one again, proportional means which one goes to the origin. This one here, this one's saying number 9, 4 different numbers. Which is the closest to square root of 3? Can you square root of 3 down? 1.73. So remember, 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here. Between 1 and 2 would be what? 1.5? Okay, so it has to be closer to C-ish. So we'll go with C. Just go through it slow. Don't freak out. Oh, whoa. What in the world is this thing? What's this thing called, guys? Anybody know what it's called? Triangular prism. So the thing is triangular prism, so your triangle is going to be your base. Once you say that. Question saying yada, 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 yada. Lateral surface area. Lateral surface area is going to be pH. So surface area is equal to pH. How do we do this one, guys and girls? What do y'all want to do on this one? There's 2 ways I showed you how to do this one. How do y'all want to do it? So on this one right here, the formula says pH. And the perimeter, P, is going to be capitalized, so it refers strictly to the triangle. So I'm going to label it up here if you don't mind. 5 8, and then this one is the other side of the triangle, so 10. So perimeter, you add them all up. You go 5 plus 8 plus 10. And how do you get perimeter? Remember, elementary, you add them all up. So these two right here are what, 13 and 10? 23. H. What is H, guys? H is the height of the whole figure. So from here to here, how high is that thing? 16.5? So now we have 16.5 times 23. 379.5. Thank you, Jay. So unfortunately, I'm going to lie to you. A lot of y'all would just give up. Don't give up, guys. It's pretty easy. Why we all give up and get this one wrong is the truth. Look what it says. Bubble. What does that mean? It means like you have to know this one. This is like an Alex question. You have to know how to do it. There's no multiple choice you can get. Yeah, she's like, you know what? I'll get that one wrong. I'll settle for a 77. Anybody know that? Anybody that does? Okay, and this one right here. Looking at this table here, what should you automatically think about once you see this table here? Slope for sure. What else should you be thinking about? Anybody else? Menu 413. Distance spreadsheets, and that's what you kind of want to come out here and do. You do want to do this one, distance spreadsheets, menu 413, because of the numbers. They're not nice, like 17.5, 52.5. You know what? Don't go ahead and start thinking here. Use your calculator. When the question's asking for this thing that's per. What did I say that is per each time? Your M, your slope. It goes by the X. It goes right by the X. So that's your slope. So they're basically asking for your slope. So let's work on this one real quick. And the numbers will be 1.25 and 3.75. Yes, I'm recording. Here you go. 1.25 and 3.75. 3.75. Okay, so let me go to the back and check. 1.25 goes with 1750 and 5250. 1750. 1750 and 3250. Come down here. Here? I was just checking you're paying attention. 52.5, right? Yeah, again, I was just checking if you're paying attention. Good job, everybody. Excellent. You passed that test. And you go to menu 413. Let me show you. Okay, Jay's asking if we don't move it to the left. Okay, pay attention, sister. Look at this. You see this? You got it? I didn't move to the left. So if I go here, menu 413. You see, I always have to have A here. This one's already, okay, I can change it. So it just saves me, you see that? Saves me these extra steps. So then we'll come out here, ooh, slope of what, 14? Slope of 14, and there it is, people. It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Okay, so on this one, guys, just look at this one. We did learn this, guys, back in the old days. We did learn this. You add these two, it equals that one. 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 So that's the type of question you're going to get. It does come out every year, this one, so just kind of, oh, I forgot what the sir was saying here. Look at what you can observe. Look what's going on. They're asking about X. Okay, so what is X? X is like in the same location as these. You just go back and look at it slowly, okay? These two add them up, gives you 140. These two add up, give you 120. So add these two, what does it give you? So what's my answer? And there's your answer. Just go through it slow, relax. This here is called your exterior angle. Your triangle here, they're inside angles, interior, inside. The outside, exterior. Okay? So the exterior one is equal to those two that are opposite of it. So that's your remote exterior angle. That's about it. It's pretty easy. It's not too hard. Let's go. Let's finish this up today. What should I automatically be doing in my head? Drawing a straight line. Does this line go through the origin? No, if I were to extend it, does not go to the origin. It does not need to go to the origin. It just draw it. 45 minutes of playing video games. Where's 45 minutes of video games? Well, I guess this one, right? It's the time. So 45 is about here. Ooh, maybe about this much-ish. Remember, it's happening around. So I would say, ooh, which one do y'all think? I would go with C. I would really go with C. Okay, next one. Maggie. Help me out, Maggie. Yes. This one's a rectangular frame. Okay, so what I should automatically be thinking? A rectangle. What do I know about rectangles? Anybody know anything about rectangles? There's right angles here in the corners. Right angles. Frame, 15 inches. So I'm going to go with 15 inches here and then 8 inches here. This is the only thing that could mess you up, unless you're a reader like Nia. Yes, if you're reading this one and you see that word, what does a diagonal mean? It means from corner to the other corner. Oh, you did? Okay, so that's my rectangle there. Right angle there, 8, 15. This one happens to be across the right angle, also known as what? C, perfect. So it's going here, A squared plus B squared equals C squared, which is your hypotenuse. We're going to go with 8 squared plus 15 squared equals to C squared. Jay, help me out. 64 plus 225 is equal to C squared. Geez, I can't do this one in my head. This is a 9, 289. Yeah, square rootish. I don't know. So I know it's over 15. So maybe like 17? Oh, it is 17, right? Yeah, it is. C squared. So we're going to go 289 is equal to C squared. We're going to get the square root of both sides. And what does that give me? Is it 17? Yes. So 17 is equal to C, which is perfect. This one is a, I don't know. Once it says bubbles, a lot of us kind of like get them wrong. Don't freak out, guys. There was nothing hard on that one. They're pretty easy. Super easy on this one. What is a function? What is a function? Somebody tell me. Does not repeat. The x's do not repeat. So x's do not repeat. I don't even care, guys, about the y's. I don't care about any of the y's. I don't care. I'm not even looking. I don't care. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. So in this situation, do the x's repeat? Yes. They're looking for a function. Out. These repeat. Out. Repeat. Out. X, x, x. All different. This one is a function. So this one here is going to be a deposit into 2 savings accounts. The IC deposit, guys, that's a big number. That's my principal already. Simple interest, which is equal to IPI equals PRT. Compounded annually. Ooh, I forgot this one. It's going to be A is equal to P1 plus R to the. Yeah, there it is. Gabriel does not make any additional deposit withdrawals. What is the sum? What does sum mean to do? To add them all up. So add everything when you're finally done at the end of 3 years. So T is 3. So we have to do 2 of these. You can kind of think about it. Account 1. So help me out. Account 1 is going to be equal to, we need to use the simple interest, which is I equals PRT. I is equal to 2,500. Interest, right? Rate. What's my rate? Everybody know what my rate is? 4%. Term, 3. So I equals, Jay, can you do that real quick, please? 300? Okay, 300. In that situation, 300 is the interest, which is the extra. So in account 1, what do they have? No, they don't. They actually have 2,500 and 300. Does that make sense? So 2,800. That's account 1. Account 2 now. They're going to have A equals P1 plus R to the term. A equals 2,500. 1 plus R, which is at 4%, to the term of 3. So A equals, great. What in the world is this going on? Did you finish this one up already? So on this one right here, we're going to get, oh, great. Jay, what was it again? 2,812.16. So I did this one in tutoring, and my students in geometry said, sir, well, if you add them all up, this is the only one with 16. Do you agree? Well, isn't that the only one with 16, so this is your answer? And I was like, you know what? You're right. So basically what you need to do is not add them all up. 2,800 from here. And then this one, 2,812.16. 0.16, then this gives me a 2, a 1, this gives me a 6, carry that's over, 5,612, and there it goes. Man, super awesome thing in there. So what do you think on this one, guys? Anybody think anything on this one here? Anybody? Anybody? Everybody. Rise or run, slope, right? So on a map, 2 inches, 2 points. That's what you really want, 2 points. 2 inches represents 0 miles. Which graph shows the relationship between X, the number of inches on the map, and the actual distance in miles? So I'm going to ask you this much. These two are wrong. Do y'all know why these two are wrong? Because they don't go to the origin. What does that mean if they go to the origin? Well, if I have 0 inches, don't I have 0 miles? Right? So these are out. I agree these two are out. So these are so far on the right idea if I think about this one. So let's look at this one. 2 inches, 60 miles. So where is 2 inches? 2 inches here, 6, what? No, right? 2 inches. I'm going to say, man, it looks like C. These are out. It's definitely not that one. So yes, I'm going to feel very confident C is my correct answer. Something like that. So here you go. In quadrant PQRS is translated 5 units to the right and 3 units up. So it's translated 5 units up, 5 units to the right and 3 up. So 5 right means positive 5 plus 3. To the right means X's or Y's? The right, X. And going up or down, Y. So let's just look for that one. What is that, G? Perfect. Got it right there. Muy excelente. Muy bueno. Thank you, everybody. Please try your best, do good, and enjoy life, and have fun with it. Thank you, Jocelyn.